Hey there everyone, and welcome to our test review. We're going to make a lot of short videos today, and this first video is going to focus on problems number 1 and 2 on the test review. So let's get started. I've got my little cheat sheet here of steps to follow. So let me just start with step 1. Let's distribute. So it looks like we've got some parentheses here, and we have a negative sign in front of that. Now I'm going to think of that negative sign just as like a -1. You can turn that negative right into a -1, and then you have something a little bit easier to deal with for your distributing. So the -1 is going to go to the b, and it's also going to go to that +4. So -1 times b gives us -b, and -1 times 4 is going to give us -4. And now we have plus 4b equals b minus 18. Okay, is there anything else left to distribute? No, check that off. Step 2, collect the like terms. So what do we have here that's a like term? And we can only work on one side of the equation at a time. So looking at the left side of the equal sign, it looks like we have a term with a b in it here and a term with a b in it there. And I'm making sure to keep the sign in front of that b with it. Okay, so we have -b, and again, you can think of that as a -1b if you want. So -1b plus 4b is going to give us 3b, because -1 plus 4 is 3. And now the only thing left here is that -4. Can't combine that with anything, so we'll just write like that. Over here, is there anything to simplify in terms of like terms? Nope, so let's just write that, copy it down. Okay, step 2 is checked off. Let's go to variables on one side. That is step number 3. So basically you want to have all the variables on the same side of the equation. And then as you can see in step 4, you want all the constants on the other side of the equation. So we want this 3b and this b to be on the same side. What I'm going to do is just get rid of it on this side by subtracting it. And then what I do to one side, I have to do to the other. So 3b minus b is going to give me 2b, still minus 4. And then those go to 0, and now I have that -18 left. Okay, as we said, step 4 was constants on the other side, so if the variables are over here, we want all the constants over here, so let's get rid of the 4. We're going to get rid of it by adding it. And so now we're going to have 2b equals, let's see, -18 plus 4 is -14. And then the last step, coefficient of 1, basically you want that variable by itself. So we're going to divide by 2 to get rid of that 2. We're going to divide on both sides, and then our final step is going to tell us that b is equal to -7. And there's your answer. Let's do the second problem. Okay, step 1, distribute. Let's do it. So we have our -5 here. This whole thing is going to distribute to the 4n, and it's going to distribute to the -4. So I'll just bring this down because there's nothing to distribute there. Now -5 times 4 is going to give us -20, and then we just have one n there. Now we have -5 times -4, and that's going to give us a +20. Okay, distributing, check. Step 2, collect like terms. Okay, let's see. On the left side of the equal sign, and there's nothing to combine there. On the right hand side, there's nothing to combine there either. There's no like terms. So let's go on to step 3. We want all the variables on one side. So let's bring all the n's over to the left. And we're going to do that by getting rid of the n's on the right. So to get rid of -20n, we're going to go plus 20n, and we're going to do it to both sides. So those will become 0. Here, let's go ahead and bring down our -40. And then -8 plus 20n is going to give us 12n, a +12n. And that's just going to equal 20. Okie dokie. So now we want all the constants on the other side, as it says here in step 4. So we got to get rid of that 40. We want all the constants over here. We're going to get rid of 40 by adding it. Plus 40 on both sides. 12n equals 60. And now we just need a coefficient of 1. Right now our coefficient is 12. So we're going to divide by 12 on both sides. And our final answer is going to be n equals 5. All right, is that what you got? Good work. Watch the next video for more stuff.